think there was an article I wrote for Funimation about Black History Month, and it was around the time Megan Thee Stallion had that paper cover, I think it was Paper Magazine, where she was in the Todoroki cosplay, and all the neckbeards came out in full force on Twitter afterwards. They were so irate that Megan would cosplay as Todoroki because
you like anime? What's Goku's middle name?
They literally could not believe that she would not only be into My Hero Academia, but also like know who Todoroki is, or like even be into anime. Period. Like it was just like, oh, she's just faking it, which always used to boggle my mind, because if Megan wants to appeal to any group of men, why would it be like basement anime dwelling?
Fair enough.
Basement dwelling like anime fans, like it's Megan Thee Stallion. So it was like, what prompts this kind of like disbelief in certain people who don't fit like, I guess, the mainstream kind of like perception of a nerd. They just kind of can't believe that they could possibly be into like anime or manga or anything like weeby. That's what do you think?
I think just more people like in general, even just aside of anime gatekeeping, like people are unnecessarily overprotective of the medium they enjoy, especially when you're in a space where you don't see other people doing the medium. For example, you might be really into, I don't know, football, for example, and you see people that are not necessarily within your core group of football fans enjoying football to a certain degree. And somebody outside of that group comes out and says, oh, I really enjoy football. To them, they can't fathom the fact that other individuals that are not within that group enjoy their medium as much as them. And then that's where the unnecessary level of gatekeeping comes in. Well, I believe that's what I see a lot, is when you see somebody that's not like you or like enjoys the things that you like, comes out and says they enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's just weird, essentially, at the bottom of it. Especially if there's something that you really enjoy, you should be happy that other people are enjoying it too, instead of coming out to question them. Like, get to know exactly what they're like. So then you might be able to be brought into new things. For example, like me, I enjoy manga anime, obviously, but there's obviously sections and genre and demographics of manga anime that I haven't really consumed or interacted with, and there's a bunch of people that may not necessarily look like me that enjoy manga anime, enjoy different aspects of it, and it's nice to get to know their understanding and their enjoyment of these different aspects of manga anime, just so I can get better understanding and perhaps enjoy those aspects too.
I think what makes it weird for me as well, I think we can all relate, because like a lot of us started watching anime or reading manga from like a younger age, and it was never like a thing when we were growing up. So getting older and being more like online, and like pockets and fandoms appear online, and we find out that actually gatekeeping, like when I think there was a time that gatekeeping has always been around, but it wasn't for a long time, at least in my experience, that there was like a word for it. Just like, people would be like really protective over like the things that they enjoy, and I think that was so weird to me, because growing up everyone around me was into their thing. We'd all read manga or watch anime. It was just fine, and just all happened to be black because of like proximity and stuff. So I didn't realize until I got more online and got a bit older that like there's like a mainstream like image of what like an anime fan is, and it's like usually a white dude who's like antisocial and like
long hair,
people I grew up with, and people like me like didn't fit into that. So I was like, yeah, it's really weird, but obviously I think it's cool to see like there's like content creators within like anime fandom who are like putting out work there. Like we spoke about our DC World, and people like all these people making like cool stuff. Who's the guy that did what's his name, Caleb City, King Vader, all these really cool people, and then they're getting like recognition from companies like Crunchyroll and Funimation. It's just really cool.
I think it all boils down to people wanting a sense of belonging. A lot of people they want to be part of a group, and they want to feel that group is exclusive, and it takes a lot of effort to try and get into that group, or you can't get in at all, essentially. So a lot of people will find something very, very niche, and ride it to the heavens. As soon as it gets a bit more popularity, and it's so funny because a lot of these same people are clamoring for these things to be more popular. They want more events, they want more content. So in order to do that, you're going to have to get a wider audience. But as soon as they get the audience, they start judging the audience, and they start testing the audience, and they make people associate, like, for example, anime. People associate anime with the neckbeards, with the glasses, who, you know, don't shower for 6 months.
Okay.
Because these are the guys.
Do the shower with the dogs.
And you do what?
And when they do the shower with the dogs.
Because these are the people that are speaking up and, you know, standing up and trying to be the front runners for anime and manga. When in reality, most of us just enjoy the content, want to see more of it, and want to share it with others. So
I think that's one positive to anime becoming more mainstream now. I guess to us it'd be like, oh yeah, anime is mainstream now, but I think generally it's still kind of a niche interest, but it's become more mainstream, and like obviously a positive to that is it's so easy to watch anime now. Like the youngins nowadays don't have to go on YouTube and watch some illegally fan sub thing in 3
part
parts.
1, part 2, part,
Or
and then
even
part
5
3 is in Espanol.
Yeah, literally. And you find the last part and it's just an AMV, it's not an actual episode.
Oh god,
yeah. So they don't have to struggle like we did. So that's positive to anime becoming mainstream. But also, like, I used to always talk about like how we need to celebrate black mediocrity, not everyday black excellence. It leads me to talk about like things like anime, like, this might be controversial, I don't know. Anime like Neo Yokio.
Neo.
Is that what it's called?
I think it's Neo Yokio. Is it the one that
Jaden
Smith?
Yeah, anime like Neo Yokio. Like, I peeped it was fine. They had funny moments, but I was like, I'm not gonna.
Did you watch the whole?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
I wasn't interested. But it's like, I still have to really like celebrate this, that the fact that it exists, because it's like, yeah, we should be able to just like, he's like, I'm gonna just put out
the fact that we can have mediocre
literally
content.
like, you have to celebrate it. Like Jaden Smith's like, yeah, I'm a black dude into anime, I'm gonna make an anime with a black protagonist, it's gonna go on Netflix.
Yeah,
that's a big deal.
Picture it this way, like, think about it logically. How many can you name, apart from that, name anime with, you know, black characters predominantly featuring in the series that are bad? Yeah,
because I was about to say Afro Samurai, but that is like the GOAT.
Yeah, that are bad. You'd struggle because it wouldn't get that far.
No.
If, for example, you had a black writer, or, you know, or black characters, the show has to be very, very good in its own right. You're not going to be able to market something that's mediocre. You can name billions of different mediocre anime with, you know, Europeans in it, with you know, Asians in it. But as soon as the black people are involved, it needs to be exceptional before it can get greenlit.
Ourselves as well, which is why I was like, everyone's talking about, oh, I can't believe what LeSean Thomas did with Yasuke. Why did he go in that direction? I was like, everyone needs to just stay on code. Let him do his thing, okay? Before they don't give him a budget for the next thing he wants to make, let him keep on making anime.
It doesn't have to be
it's
perfect.
It's a really amazing like feat that he's managed to do this.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect.
I was just thinking about since we're talking about like how when black people are involved, it has to always be good. And like how live action anime is just like, it's very hit or miss. Misses more than it hits. But there's like the One Piece live action, and the lead writer is a black guy. Did you see that? What are your thoughts, Esther?
One Piece and live action together is not something I'll even give a
It's very scary.
I won't even. Let me just keep my positive memories of One Piece to just the book and the anime. I just don't want to see anime. I think, remember we talked about this in the podcast episode when the news dropped. I just don't want anything to just tarnish my memory of One Piece. One Piece has been going on for like years, perfectly. And you know, it's all about making money in this industry. We know that the producers and who work for whichever studios will just see an opportunity to make money, and they don't. Most cases, they don't really necessarily take the level of care that is needed to produce a work like One Piece. There's other counts of examples of where we've seen those misses. So one like that, I would not be watching that. And Manny might, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
I
I can't lie. I have hope it's going to do well. Like, I think like Oda obviously cares a lot about One Piece, and he's very careful in regards to how it's let out into the world. So we've never had a live action of One Piece before. And the fact that, because obviously Oda had to sign off on it, and the writer of the live action One Piece has obviously had contact with Oda, had conversation with Oda, and Oda felt comfortable enough to let him do it because he probably has faith that it will be a good adaptation. The writer of the One Piece live action is a very
oh no.
He worked on Nick Cage.
Yeah. Estelle was doing grammar check.
And it just brought back memories.
Adaptation.
I don't know what's going on.
This man, he doesn't speak English.
No English.
No English. But yeah, he's a big fan. He's a big One Piece fan. And I actually genuinely do have hope that. And you need to remember, this isn't live action from 10, 15, 20 years ago. This isn't a film either. It's a series. It's a series. So I feel like you got a lot, no puns intended, you're able to stretch it a bit more. In regards to
Manny, I've got a question for you actually.
Yeah.
Would you rather this One Piece live action series be directed by a One Piece fan who is a mediocre director, or a director who does not care or even hates One Piece, but is top of the notch, top notch director? What would you prefer?
I think I would prefer the mediocre one, only because I don't think. Let
you just say mediocre.
Like, I feel like One Piece is very rich in regards to content, even things that happen. Like, as we know, like, there's a lot of foreshadowing. There's a lot of little things that the community talk about in regards to One Piece. I don't think somebody that doesn't watch or read One Piece like that, or doesn't understand One Piece, or isn't within the community, will ever be able to get One Piece right in the live action. There's too many things that happen for you to hit the right spot.
I got a slight argument for that, and the thing with a live action adaptation is that it's an adaptation, so it's gonna be the director's view of, or version of events, maybe taken from or influenced from One Piece.
Yeah.
I think the priority has to be entertainment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be entertainment. Otherwise, what happens is that you can get a mediocre series that's filled with fan service. And I don't think that would do much good in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, One Piece fans might be like, oh yeah, there's this. Oh yeah, they remember this. So they dropped this Easter egg. Oh, I wonder if this is canon. But for everyone else that sees it,
it's not enjoyable.
You have to remember, this is going to be a lot of people's introduction into the One Piece series.
Yeah.
So if it's not entertaining, I don't know.
But then, even if it is introduction to One Piece series, it could be entertaining, but it wouldn't necessarily be true to One Piece series itself. So it could be their introduction of them when they got off to watch the anime or read the manga. It's not necessarily representative based on the TV series.
Yeah, I guess it's not representative, but I guess the way you look at it is that the series is good and the anime and manga is also good, but different.
Okay.
So it depends. They may like it, they may not, but I think if it's a good show, it gives people more of an incentive to give the anime and manga a chance.
But what if the really good producer ends up calling Zoro Zolo?
Why would you?
That's the English translation. His name is Zolo.
Yeah,
I
don't care what happens with us in series.
Zolo.
If his name is Zolo.
Even the accent.
Sanji Lollipop, like the 4Kids dub.
Oh, that was foul.
The rubber knife. Oh no.
Let me have your rubber knife. Remember, it's your rubber knife.
Have you guys ever seen the 4Kids translation for One Piece? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've just said that because everyone knows about my One Piece journey. I'm at Marineford very slowly because I know what's coming next.
What did you just call it?
Marineford?
It's Marineford.
Is it Marineford?
Yeah, but I've seen people say Marineford.
I've been saying Marineford because I'm English. Sorry, pretty much.
That's actually true. The reason I say that is because I know. I said Marineford.
I'm saying
that's why I just squinted. I didn't.
I'm saying it like I can't see you because my glasses there. I'm saying it like Bedford.
The same way we wouldn't say Stratford.
Stratford. Can you imagine?
But you would say
Stratford.
Ford, wouldn't you? Ford Motors.
True.
That's about location.
You got you there.
We're Brits, if you didn't know.
Chris is so blurry right now. I can still see the evil.
I'm
look in his face. Like, Marine Ford. Yes.
I don't know. I've always heard it pronounced as Marine.
I've been saying Marineford because I say like you said Stratford.
Marineford.
No, I've seen like quite a lot of people say Marineford.
Brits or Americans?
I don't think Americans would say it that way.
Yeah, they wouldn't say it like
I think a
us.
bit of both actually.
Really?
Sorry, not Americans, Australians.
Okay, that's
Australian.
similar then.
Yeah,
to like
Australians.
us, isn't it? Being pressured into reading One Piece in college, was it by black people? I'm trying to bring it back to the topic.
Yeah.
Look at her doing presenter.
Like, well, the majority, like, when you like, cause when you were in college reading manga,
I had,
anime, were like your friendship group? Was it mostly like black guys?
I had one of those.
I think
You know,
this is in a multicultural group.
You know, one of those TV. You know, one of those like CBBC groups.
Why did I just have like a vision in my mind of you big? What's the purple one in the Tweenies?
Okay.
Milo.
Bradley.
What, Tweenies? Milo, no?
It's Milo.
It's Milo.
It's Milo, yeah.
Who's Bradley?
S Club.
Shit.
We said you didn't bring any drinks.
Are we showing our age here? Like,
This is definitely drunk.
I'm not even trying. I just apparently they all look the same to me.
How you confusing
Bradley
Milo
and
from the
Miley.
Tweedies?
I said Miley even.
Bradley.
I thought
Bradley
it was Bradley.
from S Club 7.
I know who Bradley is. Yes. Now that you said S Club 7, I was like, oh yes, that's Bradley.
Is that the only black guy?
Yeah. We were starved for black people
there's-
on TV.
Big Sis
There was
Cap
that
and
black
Big
guy
Peter.
from Blue.
What's his name again?
Was it Anthony or something?
Anthony.
I don't feel like it was Anthony.
I think his name.
I feel like it's Anthony.
It sounds.
I know one of them's called Peter.
Peter's a white guy.
He was a white guy.
Peter was a guy, yeah.
And there was Leo's.
No, it was Simon.
There was
It
Liam.
Simon.
Simon.
No, we were starved. Like Reggie Yates was my hero because who else was there?
Who did we have? It was like
Angelica Bell,
Miss Dynamite,
Lamar.
June Sarpol,
Lamar. Yeah.
Lamar.
Was that the Ghanaian one of the Crane Rose?
I don't know if it was Ghanaian,
He's not
but
Ghanaian.
it did have.
Yeah, he was Ghanaian.
No, he's
I
not.
don't think he's gone.
Lamar with the hazel eyes and the
He's
cameras.
definitely African.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
he
it's
is
Caribbean.
I'm
African.
pretty
I
sure
can't
it's
remember.
Caribbean.
Might be.
To be fair, any black person back then on TV was most
I've
likely
seen him
Caribbean.
recently, actually. I don't know why this is shocking to me, but he doesn't have braids anymore.
Lamar. He's definitely African.
Was
He's
he?
Nigerian. Oh,
Yeah, he's
what?
Nigerian, yeah, he's Nigerian. I
He's
had a feeling.
Nigerian?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know why.
Oh, that's a rattler. I can't lie.
That round would be small.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the question I was asking you. Like, was your group in
Yeah.
college and you were into that
So,
stuff? Was it
I
mostly
had
like
a-
black guys?
I had a CBBC group.
Cool.
It was like one black guy. No, it was like two black guys, two Asian guys, a white guy, a mixed race guy,
Token white guy.
a Chinese guy. Like literally, it was proper like CBBC. Like they just picked every single minority, and at the time, it didn't register. It was like that. Obviously, I had friends. I had anime friends from all sorts, but those are the guys I was talking to about anime all the time and talking to about gaming all the time, because obviously the two go together quite well. So yeah, it was for me. It was from everyone really. I can't really bring race into that one. No.
No, because I think it just goes back to the whole thing. Like, oh yeah, being black into anime. If you are someone who is, I guess, younger than us, who is like online, it might seem like it's like a newish kind of phenomenon, but I think in reality, it's not the case. Like, a bunch of black people. Like, I don't know a single black person, even if they're not into anime in any capacity now, who did not watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single one. Even like my most like girly friends who like who were like don't have a clue. We all grew up watching that together, you know. So I guess to me that's why the gatekeeping is even more strange.
I always tell people
Where's it
like
come from?
anime is just a medium of entertainment. The only reason that you have anime fans is because the type of shows that they produce usually are synonymous with anime. So like you're not going to see a live action version of Dragon Ball Z on a regular basis.
No.
They did that dance. I don't think she
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Dragon Ball
To be
Z.
fair, that actually did really well. in Asia. It did really well in Asia.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah, it did
I think
really
they were
well.
having a laugh, you know.
Yeah, they must have been having a laugh.
It did really well in Asia, like Japan, China, all the places
real?
there. It done well.
But it's Dragon Ball Z at the end of the day. They
be
probably
honest.
they
Goku's
hated
Superman,
it.
that's
So
why
even if it was crap, they still would have
To
gone
be
to
honest,
see
that's
it.
going to be us with the One Piece live action. Doesn't matter what.
It's gonna be
like.
good.
We're going to say it's good.
going
We're going to
to be
stay
Stay out
on.
there.
Everyone stay on code. Everyone stay on code. Especially like we're rooting for everybody black.
Yeah.
The guy because I saw it and like I was a bit nervous. 'Cause I thought it was a movie, so I was still kind of like okay. I slowly got. I was like a One Piece fan, and also he was black, and there's also like he was on his IMDb page. He's written for like other like popular shows.
There was one show that you
he
wrote.
for Luke Cage.
Yeah, I was like,
I forgot. I remember you told me actually.
I didn't watch Luke Cage.
When did she said this?
she told us before. I can't remember when.
Yeah, you have said
Because
it.
I saw it on IMDb, I was like, oh, that gives him some credibility, right? And then
No.
oh.
Apparently that ended badly, Luke Cage. I never
Luke
watched
Cage.
it.
It just wasn't
Started
good.
badly and ended badly.
It just wasn't good.
Oh, it
bad.
started okay. Oh,
It's
there was
just
never
not
hope.
good.
It started off with a black guy, but basically, like
He dabbed,
and obviously,
man.
like
He
yeah,
dabbed.
he's
He dabbed. I would have cringed.
He's a grown ass man.
he
and
dabbed. Like he's not even a grown. He's a hench.
Is that
like,
when you guys are done? No.
And it was like one of those dabs where he was talking, broke the third on the fourth wall, and then he goes, oh
Sorry?
my God, mate, you're a grown ass man.
Because I saw a clip on Twitter that got me so gassed, like, oh yeah, maybe I should watch Luke Cage. It's basically the main antagonist. He's in like his like office, I guess. And as he enters the frame, like before he enters the frame, there's a portrait of Biggie, that Biggie's most portrait with the crown.
Yeah.
And then he enters the frame, and he's
He's the best thing
He
about
was
the show.
he was the only good thing about the
That's
show.
his face. He's gonna be in the Cowboy Bebop live action as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I can't remember his name.
Is he?
What's his
He's in
name?
loads of films,
What's
yeah.
his name?
Is he gonna be in the Cowboy Bebop?
There's a really powerful sounding name.
I know something. Ali, I know it starts for M.
Yeah.
I'm-
Mustafa something.
Masha. No.
No, it's
Mustafa.
yeah, I'm not gonna
Mustafa
try to
Ali.
pronounce her.
Masha. Yeah, something like
I was
that.
thinking of somebody else.
Doesn't think you're thinking of somebody else. He's
I
not.
think of somebody.
He's
He's
not Cowboy
Moonlight.
Bebop.
Yeah, he's the guy. I'm talking about the guy who's gonna be in the Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
99% sure we're being racist. Or someone here is.
No, definitely because
He was in Luke Cage, wasn't he?
Oh, you have to do like
The
a
Luke
cut.
Cage guy was the Messiah.
Yeah, Messiah guy.
Yeah,
Ali.
that's not him. That's not who
Yeah,
I'm
it's
talking
not
about.
him.
I know who that is.
Okay.
Tuds.
This might
Hey.
be racist.
On Black History
She
Month.
might be racist.
If you
This is a
edit
terrible example to set.
this, if you people didn't edit this out,
Absolutely will not.
They're gonna be like, if you guys don't know,
Guys, don't
yeah,
know.
Mustafa Shakir, was he not in Luke Cage?
let me see.
If he wasn't in Luke Cage, he's not the person you're
As he
talking
not
about.
like?
Feel to know that there are so many other like black anime fans just putting stuff like how the internet has facilitated that and just like erase all like the bans and stuff and like how does it feel to just be able to like you just go on Twitter or Instagram or YouTube or whatever and there's like fellow black anime fans analyzing chapters and discussing theories or putting out content.
So I can't speak on a personal level on this because I've always been surrounded by black people who are into anime, who are into manga. However, what I have seen is black people who may be especially in the UK, who may live in areas where there's not many black people around, and the few black people that they interact with are not into this stuff, and they can often be seen as weird or odd by the community. The black community can often be very judgmental. You know what I mean? Let's be real. Like black people, imagine being in Nigeria,
Hey.
for example, right?
And be an anime fan.
And it's just you and your cousins living in like a certain area, and you're there watching Tengen Toppen, Gurren Lagann. And they're like, what the fuck is this?
I feel like you'd have an easier time now. Maybe actually, I don't.
Yeah,
know about
I
this
think
scene.
you
I think you
would.
have an easier time now. But I think back then it's definitely like, what? At your
Yeah.
age, you're still watching cartoons.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay?
So it's nice to see that there's prominent figures in there where black people can, on an individual basis, relate with someone that they see online who's also into this. Get theories of someone who's black, reactions from black creators, content creators, all sorts, recommendations from black content creators. So I think all that stuff is good. Where before it wasn't really like that. I'm sorry, the black guys that were putting out content before, very very They were scary ass. Scary ass.
I think we're thinking about the same person.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it because
I'm not saying names.
I like him. That's why.
With like, I guess more black people being more vocal about their love for anime. I think I just really like that. Like just even like just casually, like Michael B. Jordan had that interview, and I don't even know how they got to the point, and he was talking about Naruto.
How did he say it?
Naruto or something.
Naruto.
We will
Naruto.
The sentiment remains the same. Like, he could just casually,
oh my god, no.
The sentiment remains
Is Naruto. Grow up.
the same.
The thing is, this is my problem.
Oh, okay.
This is my problem. How the hell do you say Naruto in public multiple times?
Naruto.
Or was it
And
more than
he
once?
seemed unfazed, like that's
Like,
how he thought.
how on earth would
You have
you
to keep
miss
going because-
if you had actually watched it?
That's why he's an actor.
How
so
do
he's
you
probably just
mispronounce it so much? If you watch it in the Japanese dub, it's clearly
okay.
Naruto.
Sorry.
If you watch it in the English dub, it's Naruto.
Multilingual.
Mate, I don't know where you get
Naruto.
from and then say it and then put out merch.
Did he?
Yeah, he put out merch.
I respect it, to be honest. I love a good scam.
He's a fraudster.
I love a good scam.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
still
We should
appreciate
gatekeep him.
Keep him out of the community.
No, I still appreciate the sentiment all the same. Like a black celebrity who's like seen as like a heartthrob by a lot of people could just casually just drop a line about his favorite anime, even if he mispronounced it. You know.
Have you seen a lot of like celebrities in pop
I
culture?
was just thinking like, okay, like I think I mentioned at the beginning, like Michael B. Jordan in the interviews, and like Megan Thee Stallion's always like cosplaying favorite characters. Like, I think one of my favorite ones is when she did dressed up as Psyche K. She did her makeup to like Psyche K. Did you see that video? Did you see the pictures?
Oh yes, I did.
She had like
Yes,
she had the
yes.
glasses and everything. She had the antennas.
Actually, looked quite cool.
The
I've never
antennas
seen
and
that.
the wig and
I've
everything.
seen
It
that.
looked really cool.
Yeah.
She's like Psyche the Hearty, like you know, like it's still Megan Thee Stallion, but she's just like flexing, like oh yeah.
I think one of the best ones I've seen is Israel Adesanya, the
which
UFC fighter.
Oh yeah, he's
The
in Nigerian
Nigerian
as well.
one.
Yeah,
He's a massive One Piece
he's a
fan.
huge man. fan.
And, no, he's a massive one. No, he's a big One Piece fan. He's a big Naruto fan.
Okay,
So he does like a lot of hand seals while he's fighting.
that's
and
awesome.
yeah.
That's so sick.
But you can tell he's like legit. He was wearing the Akatsuki
yeah. See, that's awesome because he can actually fight, so it's not cringy.
and he can fight.
I was about to say that.
Because he can actually fight, it's not cringy.
Yeah.
So, and like John Boyega, like this post on Instagram wasn't even related to anime. He was just flexing like his house, like look at my huge house. Like I'm still booked and busy. You're mad about it. There's like a massive like Goku like statue, like
Oh, wow.
just casually in his house, like it's a museum.
That's how you know it's legit.
and he's got these like figures like on the shelf in the background. It's just like, oh my gosh, John Boyega's like into Dragon Ball Z and like I just like the casual like stuff. And then Thundercat made Dragon Ball Durag. It's a
Yeah.
stupid song, but it slaps.
I love that song.
And it's just like Dragon Ball Durag. It's just I love the little just like casual kind of like yeah, this is I'm into this kind of thing. It's like it's like a hobby of mine. It's just like casually. It's not like a big deal. It's just like yeah, it's just normal. And these are like high profile people just flexing it. And then in a similar vein, Shay Lingo doing the soundtrack for Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yeah.
massive. That's
And he's always
really
been a big
cool.
anime fan, to be
Yeah,
honest.
so I just love seeing things like that. And
Yeah, it's good that he's not lost he's not let go of that, you know, anime thing. He's always kind of had it in his lyrics and in his persona. It's continued even up until now.
yeah.
Even his latest project is a nod towards One Piece.
Is it?
The worst generation.
Nice. That's awesome. See, I love things like that, and I feel like I was just thinking, oh yeah, Black History Month. Obviously, we need to talk about stuff like how can we tie it in other than just like representation and stuff. I think this is the kind of stuff that springs to mind.
Shilingo might be the highest profile British person that's.
So Shay Lingo, if you're watching this, is a call to action. You need to be the next spokesperson.
He has a pod. He has an
UK
anime pod
Black
now.
anime
does
community.
he?
Yeah, he has an anime pod now.
Yeah, was it with Amazon? Is it with Amazon?
I'm not sure.
Amazon Prime.
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure it is.
But he's always been like,
Yeah.
well, not always, but from what I've seen, he's always been outspoken in regards to anything anime related.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
So I guess we answered the previous
We
question.
need a
in
voice.
We answered the previous question in a way.
We found our UK base.
No pressure. But yeah.
Fly the flag.
Yeah, we love the output and stuff. I definitely want to see more in like the UK because I think there's so many like passionate fans here. Just need to.
What do we want as fans?
I want,
I just want to see more black content.
She
creators.
froze.
I guess, more people just putting that content. I think, like you see, there's a bunch of
Like For Us Academia.
there's a bunch of podcasts doing already. We got our good friends at the Nerd Alternative. There's a Super Anime podcast. There's
Shonen
AK
Flop.
Mindset, Shonen
Yeah.
Flop. The Americans though.
Shonen Flop are American, but we love them all the same.
Yeah.
Very good. We love Shonen Flop. Yeah, so there's a bunch of people putting that stuff already. Like, and there's like a directory called started by Ashbeard guy,
yeah.
Black Anime Podcast. Again, a lot of those podcasts are American, but I think he's pretty much on the ball. He's got like every Black Anime podcast that exists is in the directory now. So there's a few like UK creators on there as well. So yeah, I think just more of that stuff.